Most of y'all know me. I'm Justin Hinkle, founder and CEO of Suitcase Designs, and also now the founder of VoyagoSites, our newest product. And today, we're going to be able to look at this new kind of website platform, and it's one that's going to help travel advisors launch beautiful strategic sites faster and with real support behind them. Just a moment, and I will get started in 12:01. How's that sound? 12:01. So, like I said, VoyagoSites is a new kind of website platform. And by the end of this hour, you're going to know exactly what it is, how it works, and whether it's the next step for your business or anyone you might know. So I will get into that right now. So a lot of advisors begin with DIY platforms, and that's a smart move early on. Get a template, get something up, be online, be visible. As your business grows, your site needs to do more than just be a brochure. It needs to reflect your brand, needs to guide visitors and convert leads. VoyagoSites was built to make that next step easy, keeping things affordable and bring in real strategy and support. So the challenge we're all facing, you're experts in travel, but you're not troubleshooting experts in troubleshooting plugins and decoding SEO. And every hour you're spending fighting your website is an hour you're not helping clients plan an incredible trip. So that's a frustration we wanted to solve, giving advisors a system that just works right out of the gate. So this is kind of, where did this come from? After talking with hundreds of travel advisors and we've launched over 140 advisor websites to date through Suitcase Designs, but I keep seeing the same things. Many advisors wanted a professional design, but they weren't ready for our full custom builds yet. So what we did is we took the frameworks we use for premium clients, like I said, the same strategy we use for our custom sites, and made them accessible to everyone. So the first person who saw this said it was a game changer, and that's how VoyagoSites began. It's a middle ground solution, and it really gives you a professional foundation of a Suitcase Design site, but it's just simplified a little bit. But we've already built the framework, the layout, the SEO structure, and the responsive design. You just have to simply personalize your content, colors, branding, and you're live. And there's going to be plenty of time for questions in here too, just so you guys know what you get. And if it's not clear, this is not just DIY, it's more like DIT, do it together, because you're not alone here. Every membership includes everything you actually need to launch and maintain your site, but you don't have to worry about plugins or security or maintaining the back end. When you need help, you're not left searching a forum. You have real support behind you. We've got weekly live office hours with myself, with live demos, and be able to walk people through issues on their websites. We have a built-in step-by-step help library that we've written. You're able to, I don't mean step-by-step, launch your site step-by-step with the help library guide. And then one-on-one support tickets. So if there's something that's really an issue that you need, it's critical, we've got support tickets that you can put in, and our team will take care of that as soon as possible to make sure your site stays live and online. Now, like we said here, you see analytics dashboards built in, so you don't have to worry about trying to hook your site up to Google Analytics. You've got a full independent Analytics Pro dashboard to tell you what people are doing on your site and let you know that, where they came from and how long they've stayed and what pages are most popular, things like that. And we'll show you that in a little bit, actually. We're going to do a demo. How does it feel to use? It's intuitive, refreshing. It's like your website finally makes sense. Someone told us the other day, it's easier than GoDaddy. You log in, you customize your content, connect your domain, and you can go live. There are no headaches, there's no confusion, just clarity and control. Again, everything is basically set up for you to succeed from the start. So now I want to thank you all for coming here, and I'll show you exactly what it looks inside VoyagoSites. So just a moment, and I will share a different screen here. So when you first arrive and log into your site, this is your dashboard. Actually, first, I can show you how to pick out templates. The frameworks are built. We've got 3 starter frameworks right now, and we're going to continue to add frameworks over time. So you register for your site, give you a site title. It'll give you a temporary URL to use that you can use your site.voyagosites.com. And then you can look at the frameworks that you want to choose. So we've got these set up so they're easily customizable. You can fill out your content, and we've got guides to also help you fill out what content goes where. It's not just, oh man, what should I write for my site? We're leading you every step of the way. So like this is our first one of our sites. We call it Luxury Jet Setter. It's going to give you every section you need to have a homepage that will help drive visitors towards conversion. And each of our templates is mobile optimized as well. So you don't have to worry about trying to make it work for mobile. It's going to work right out of the box. So all screen sizes are included there, but everything here is set up and ready to go for you. You can drop in your images, drop in your text. We update your colors, your logos, and you're ready to go. From there, we give you the full power of WordPress and Elementor Pro. You're able to customize this as much as you want, if you want. So depending on where you're at there, in your journey as far as being technical, you can go for it, but just know that we're there to support you in that journey along the way. You can get started without knowing anything. So each of our templates fully customizable, and again, fully responsive for mobile design. So now I'll jump over to the actual dashboard. After you pick a template and register, we're going to send you an email and you're going to be able to log into your dashboard for the first time. And on your dashboard, you're going to be able to see the plan you registered for and see more about your account if you want to. You're going to be able to see your analytics, and you can open that dashboard to go more in depth, but you get a quick view of that right away. Limits and quotas. We don't actually have any limits on the sites at this time. So any of these current offers will remain unlimited. So if you want 10 pages, have 10 pages. If you want, the 4 pages, start with 4 pages. We're not going to try and lock that down for these, our initial founders, basically founder members of VoyagoSites. You're able to add your custom domain to your site. So when you're ready, we give you the instructions on exactly what to put in your DNS records. After you save those records, you're going to be able to move to the next step. And right now this is moonshot.voyagosites.com. Eventually this is going to become Moonshot Travel, or just moonshottravel.com. We're going to add the custom domain to this as soon as we finish up moving through the entire dashboard. We have the help library. You can see this large orange button right up the top. And also right here in the blue box, we wanted to make it obvious twice. With the help library, you're able to go in and basically find any article you need that will help you. And they're all short. They're not fluff. They're very specific about the steps you need to take. They're step by step. You can search. You can go through here, explore more on these articles. Okay, I want to know, how to test my contact form. It's going to let me know exactly what I need to do. Maybe there's something here that's still not working though. Then I need to submit a support ticket. We've got a full-on support ticket interface. You create a ticket. You let us know what the issue is. You let us, send us a screenshot if you want to say, hey, this is what's showing up, what I'm seeing, and then, give it a priority so we can help triage it and get your site correctly showing up online. But we want to make sure that, and then you'll always be able to see the status, if it's open, if it's closed, and what we've taken care of there. And we can go back and forth in conversation if you want to click on that ticket, and you can see a conversation back and forth about how we're fixing whatever the issue is. But we want to make that we want to make it so that you're never alone here. You're supported in one way or the other, whether through our office hours that are live every week, through the help library that will consistently be updated as things, if things ever change, as tools change, it'll be updated with those new step-by-step procedures. And then also the ticket so you can get help quickly. You'll also be able to see if anybody's submitted. There's a form on the site. You'll be able to see the submissions right here. It's a contact form already built into the site. So you don't necessarily have to have your own form set up. You don't have to try and do a form through another tool and build it in. We build it in for you right away if you're not going to embed a schedule or anything. So you go over to pages here on the left-hand side. And we've got, again, the help library helps spells all this out, and go there and you can see all the pages that we have pre-built into your framework. We've built home, about, blog, services, and a scheduling page, plus 5 pages for legal documents. Those legal document pages include space for text or space for HTML codes. If you're using someone like Travel Industry Solutions, where you put the HTML code and it'll automatically populate that page for you. So we do that. We kind of pre-built the template there for you to plug in whichever you have, so you can, basically get your legal document protection online faster. So you hover over one of your pages, so I'll hover over home and you click edit with Elementor. And it's going to bring up our editor. And again, everything here is spelled out in the help library on how to do all of this. Right over here are the elements. These are different things on your page, but you don't have to worry about dragging those on unless you need another one. So again, everything here is already pre filled with like a headline that goes here, a sub headline that goes here. And again, in the editor, you hover over the part you want to change, has a pink outline, or the whole container has a gray outline. And so you can know what you want to edit. So I want to change the headline, highlight that, and then just go over here and say, what my headline is. Same with the text for the subheadline. If I want to change the color of my buttons. I click on the button and you can see style right here. I can pick out the style of the color, the text color, which text I'm using. But all that is actually all set up for you already. So you can drop in your fonts and your colors to get started. And I can show you how to do that right here. You go to the E up in the left-hand corner and choose site settings. And we've got global colors, global fonts. So global colors, we've got these colors all hooked up to all the different elements of your website. So between your headers, your buttons, your text, your sections, these colors are all in there in a current design. Again, you can go as deep as you want to and do as much as you want to if you wanted to add more colors in the future or anything like that. But it is set up in a right now for you to easily just drop in the colors you want and it will populate throughout the website for you. Every part of the website is hooked to a global color. So if I want to change my main color to red, I've got a nice dark red there, that maroon up in the header now. Or if I wanted to, turn that back to, green, there's a dark green, I want it bright. But you just drop in your hex code and that will take you. So I'm not going to save those changes, discard. That will take you to the colors you want and populate your site with those right out of the box. Same with global fonts. You type in the font you want to choose. So like there's my headline font. I'm using Oswald right now. I wanted, original surfer. The entire library of Google fonts is loaded here for you. So I wouldn't use this headline necessarily, but you can use any font you want. Just again, when you're doing this, make sure it's legible and readable at all screen sizes. But again, what I'm trying to say is it's really easy to drop in the fonts you want to use, the colors you want to use, and your whole site will automatically be designed in the right colors and fonts that you want to use. Discard that as well. There are other things here as well that you can do. We'll talk about like if you want to update your logo, you choose site identity and we choose the logo for it. I've already chosen this logo, but I'll go to the old logo I had on the template. I select that and I'll go to this for the site icon from the template, select that and just save those changes. And as my editor reloads, it's going to reload the new logo over where I had the old logo, publish, and then we're going to take a preview. And you preview it just by hitting the I button up here in the right-hand corner. It's still publishing. Moves a little slower when I'm sharing over this kind of feed, but there we go. And so you can see my logo was replaced with the logo that I had chosen. So if this was the template logo that you got, you put your logo in there, it's going to automatically populate right there in the banner for you, in the header banner, header menu. And so I'm going to refresh this page over here, get out of that. Even writing your website in the help library, we give help to write the entire website. So go back to the help library home here, because we don't want you to just, sit and stare at a blank page. We have step-by-step, what goes where, how to use it. This first tells you how to use the section. We go to homepage copy, what we're looking for in a high converting homepage. And then if you don't feel like you can write it all yourself, we do give you AI prompts as well for how to help populate those to speak to your ideal client, to speak in your brand voice, to really focus on your specialties. And these prompts can be used in any AI tool, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever you choose. But this is going to help fill out all those sections for you in a way that's going to really make it quick to get online. You're not going to spend weeks trying to write your website, wondering what to say. You're going to be able to put it into ChatGPT, for example, and then you just refine it, make sure it sounds like you. You don't want it to sound too robotic. It gives you that great starting place so you're not staring at a blank page. And everything through here, getting started, website setup, Elementor basics, we're giving you every bit of it in order so you can really be able to walk step by step without any help at all. But again, you're never alone. You get stuck, you just let us know. You have a thing that you just need to be demonstrated to you. We do it in the next office hours. We're going to hold those for an hour each week live. So I'm going to jump back over here. And so, like who do we see this is for? It's people coming from just a straight DIY platform. Like maybe you started with your Travify template, or you've tried to build something on GoDaddy, but you're kind of lost on design and what to actually write. If your business is growing and you're ready for that, your presence to really reflect that, VoyagoSites is for you. It's designed for travel professionals who want to look polished and attract clients and grow, but they're not ready to jump into a straight, full custom project with us. It's really good for, if it's your first professional site, you want the strategy behind it, you want simplicity and support, you don't want to feel alone. This is a great thing for you. So, why it's different, we bring the same strategy and quality you're going to expect from Suitcase Designs, a custom project from us, but it's in a simplified, scalable format. It's the only platform built exclusively for travel advisors with real human support baked in at all times. DIY tools, they're not travel focused. They're not going to give you limited support. They're not going to be able to help you actually write your site and focus on the strategy you need, even though they are cheap. Suitcase Designs, we're travel focused. We've got ongoing full service custom strategy built in, but that price for a custom site and all the features within that, that's a little higher. VoyagoSites, travel focused. We have live and help library supported and the support tickets all around the travel industry supporting you. And we got a proven framework that's worked for 140 travel websites so far, but the cost is affordable compared to DIY tools or Suitcase Designs, obviously. So founder pricing, if you're one of our founding members, you're going to lock this rate in for life, even as we add new features and new frameworks. So if you're interested or people who need this is their best chance to join early. Get this best price because it'll never be this low, and they can grow from the platform from day one. It's $25 a month billed yearly or $29 a month billed monthly. There are no contracts, so doesn't work for you, you can cancel anytime. Hosting, frameworks, analytics, support, that's all included. And we're doing this pricing only through the end of December 1st. So through Cyber Monday. So this isn't just a product, it's a long-term vision for us. We're trying to create an ecosystem where travel advisors can learn, launch, and grow all in one place. As the industry evolves, your website should be able to do that too. And we're here to make sure it does. So if your current site doesn't fully represent your business, this is your next step. VoyagoSites gives you strategy, design, support to launch fast and look professional from day one. We're ready to help you build your site together. And again, you keep that founder pricing for life. So now I'm going to go back to Q&A, open demo, ask anything, or we can explore that build again together. Let me see here. Bridget, so this site would replace my GoDaddy site. I'd keep my same.com. Yes, Bridget, that is correct. You would be able to build your site in here, and when you're ready, you would transfer the domain from your GoDaddy site to this site. Any other questions or anybody want to see anything else inside the tool? Sabrina, when to get the budget for a full custom? Would this transfer over to something similar to Suitcase Designs? Yes, if you wanted to use the material from your self-built site and VoyagoSites, and that content can transfer over to Suitcase Designs. And we'd also obviously fully customize a brand new site for you with those tools. Does that make sense, Sabrina? Okay. All right. Any other questions? I think, let's see. I didn't mention that it's fully set up with a blog ready for you to post blogs. So that whole setup is incorporated there. We even give you an article on, what articles you should be posting for blogs and some AI prompts for those too. Just different things that we could post around that'll help for SEO and for expertise from a visitor's perspective. I'm glad to see this. I've wanted a better site and spoke with you briefly last year in Vegas. I just could not pull the trigger on a fully custom site being new to the travel business. That's excellent, Bridget. Yeah, we'd be happy to help here and really help push you closer to custom, but in a category that you can fits you financially right now. And you're welcome, Jen. Thank you. Yeah, obviously, spread the word to any other travel advisors that might be in this level. They want a better site, but they're not ready to make a jump to custom. Just let them know this is it. If you don't have any other questions, just you can hit that QR code that'll take you to our website, VoyagoSites.com. You can follow us at VoyagoSites across all social media. And we have a group we're starting, Facebook.com/groups/VoyagoSites. That is brand new. So we're just starting it today. Nobody's in there yet. So that'll be a place for community to help, support each other as well. But if you've been waiting for the right moment, to give your business the website it deserves, this is it. You can get started today. You'll lock in your founder rate for life. And, we can build something together that you're proud to share and get your website working for your business. You're very welcome. Awesome. All right. So if anybody has any questions, you can obviously follow up just at suitcasedesigns.com or message me at from VoyagoSites Instagram or something or whatever works for you. And, let's build something together and get your website working for your business. Really happy to help. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. You're welcome. Have a great day, everybody.